Hello and welcome back to another episode of Gunthrek Live. I have been working on some things to hopefully make the stream a little bit better. If you're just joining me, this is our fourth stream, I guess, our fourth daily live stream since I started doing it. Mostly just making recordings the way I normally have been for my channel, but I decided to start to do it in a more live stream format to give everybody a chance to kind of hang out. I have several channel members who contribute to the channel. That gives them a chance to come hang out if they want to. It gives all of you a chance to come hang out if you want to. And if you're willing to sit through the live stream, you also get immediate access to the videos while it's live. So it's sort of like old style television. You get to watch while it's live, and then you have to wait for the recording to come out later or something like that. I don't know. But that's the way it's going to work. As you can see at the bottom right of the screen, I did figure out how to overlay chat over on the screen. I do have all three of the services that I'm streaming to coming through on that. Should be working. If not, let me know. But yeah, Twitch, YouTube, Twitch, and Rumble should all show up in that little screen there. So you'll see everybody's conversation whenever you say something. So all that said, as the other days that we've been doing, we've been focusing on Elite Dangerous, DCS World, and the Hunter Call of the Wild. Those are the same games we're going to keep playing until I get bored with one of them and shift over to something else. Or if I get enough of an audience and you guys decide you really want me to play something else and I'm able to do it, we'll figure out doing that as well. But for now, we need to hop into Elite Dangerous because we have some things to get done. So let's bring in the offline audience and we'll go ahead and get started with our day of recording. So we are going to be heading out to our carrier. Since our last episode, I did go ahead and move the carrier out to its next refueling destination. And as always, I always forget to bring things up that I'm supposed to bring up. So we'll just go ahead and do that now. The fleet carrier route. Well, you know, the problem with that is that you guys aren't really going to be able to see. You guys aren't really going to be able to see it because I deleted it. But anyways, let me see. Where is my... I'm looking for... Oh, that. Okay, our fleet carrier route. Unfortunately, now that I've moved my camera over there, you can't see it. So let's do that. There we go. Now you can see it. Colonia is our ultimate destination, and realistically, next week we should make it there. Because now I'm going to try to do as many jumps as it takes to get to a fuel stop. So as you can see here, this pristine rings here, that gives me a really high chance of actually finding tritium hotspots. So I'm going to always be trying to stop the carrier there, but generally around 5 jumps per week now. And the goal is to get it to where we're going to be basically chasing our carrier. I'll send it out in advance so that we can kind of go after it. So let's go ahead and set our destination to our fleet carrier. It is currently, however many light years that is away, it doesn't tell me. I don't really pay attention to the galaxy map that much other than just to see how many jumps it is. I have no idea how many light years that is away. Okay. You would think that with as much exploration experience as I have, I would know what this is. But anyways, we have 28 jumps to get ourselves to the fleet carrier. I have sent it that far ahead. So let's go ahead and start. Wow, why is my landing gear down? So everything was just down. Things were open and landing gears were down, and it was just all kinds of crazy. So yeah, ideally, my thought process right now is that what we'll probably end up doing is since we're doing 5 jumps per week, that'll be 5 days of recording, blah, blah, blah. Won't necessarily, what I'll probably end up doing is in the 2 days off that we have between the streams, I'll move the carrier to our next destination, and then the week of recording that we do, the week of live streams and recording that we do, we'll go and catch up with the carrier. So we'll send the carrier out ahead of us, do exploration along the way, and then when we reach the carrier, we'll sell off our exploration data, start doing a little bit of mining, and that'll make it to where we have a nice little cycle of operations that we do that gets us a bit of exploration, gets us a bit of mining content, just gives us a chance to keep things a little bit fresh as we're kind of moving through the galaxy. So that's kind of what I'm thinking we're going to do. Let's go ahead and start cycling through these planets here. You're looking at the top right of the screen. We are trying to see, oh, you know what? I really need to come up with a better way of making all of this work, because I have the Rumble, unfortunately, Rumble just does not have very convenient options when it comes to using Restream or any of the other services, really. I want to have all of my chats all in one thing. You guys will see all of the chats in one thing, but I'm not able to. So I always have to remember, if I don't respond to Rumble comments, if anybody's chatting on Rumble, it's not that I'm ignoring you. It's just I have to remember to pop the popped out chat back up to be able to see your stuff. So apologies in advance if you feel like I'm ignoring you. I'm not trying to, but just blame Rumble. They're not making it very easy for me to integrate the service in with the services I'm using. So, sorry. Alright, so we're just looking for biological features up in the top right of the screen. We found one. I want to find at least two. I'm not wasting my time going after just what's probably just going to be bacteria. Especially on an icy planet, it's almost a 100% chance that it's just going to be bacteria. Could be something else, but realistically probably not. So we're just going to keep on keeping on. Grab the last of these planets here. Does not look like we're going to find anything super cool. Yeah, so just some single biology planets. Let's go ahead and hop ourselves into... Oh, wow, I'm getting some serious lag there. Serious graphical lag. Not sure why. Don't see any drop frames in my recording software, though, so ideally we're okay. Ideally, we're okay. If you are hanging out on the stream, be sure to leave a comment so you can see your comment put up on the screen there. I know it's a lot more motivating to chat your stuff out there when you know that it's going to be recorded for posterity. Just try to keep it clean. Okay. It also helps me when you guys do that, so I can verify that it actually works. Until I get comfortable that the chat overlay works, I'm going to be a little bit paranoid about it. Okay, so we got some gas giants and some icy bodies. So unfortunately, it's going to be another boring planet, but we need the money. So we don't need the money, but we must always act as if we do need the money, because we need the money. I don't whether it's here in 2024 or 1,000 years from now. In 1,000 years from now, you need the money. Never have enough money. Well, that's not true. I certainly have a point at which I will have plenty of money. I've reached that point in my life where I don't need to be super rich. I don't even really want to be super rich. I just want to have enough money to do the things I want to do in my life, and then I'll be content. Wow, I am... Why is this... Whew. Okay. The problem I'm having right now is that the best I used to have 3 joysticks. I have 2 Extreme 3D Pros that I bought for dual joystick control for doing any kind of precision stuff that I need to do, and then I bought an Logitech X52 hand HOTAS setup. The stick for my X52 doesn't work, but I still have the throttle quadrant for that, which is great. But that means I have to use my Extreme 3D Pro for everything, which isn't great. And the problem with my Extreme 3D Pro is that the better of the 2 that I have has the yaw axis is drifting slowly to the left. So it takes a lot. It immediately, or wait, what is it? It does something where it favors the left, and it's much easier to go to the left than to the right. It's very annoying, and it makes it very difficult to kind of just feel where you're going if you forget about it. So sometimes the controls will just kind of go off in a direction in a way I didn't mean for it to do because I forget about it. Okay, let's just keep on moving. I'm sure we're gonna have some gas giants over here, surrounded by some moons. Seems like they're going to be rocky bodies, so we have a decent chance of there being some actual biology in this one. Because when you get away from all the ice, you have a much higher chance of actually finding what you're looking for. Now, unfortunately, I'm starting to get the feeling that maybe not this time. Maybe not this time. We're going to keep on trying, though. Just going to keep on trying. We keep on trying with this just like we keep on trying with the channel. May not get results, but you keep on trying. And hopefully one day it works out for you. Okay, there's that. I also did add some... additional ways of supporting the channel if you're interested in that. There is a link in the description that goes through Streamlabs into PayPal for those of you who don't want to maybe support the YouTube system, the YouTube economy. I totally understand that. YouTube does take a hefty chunk out of any donations you give to me, donations and channel memberships and anything else that you give anyway. So I don't really know what Streamlabs and PayPal are going to take out of it, but I know that YouTube takes a pretty big chunk out. All right, well, we didn't find anything here, so we're going to continue on. All right, so we have today and tomorrow to get through 25 jumps. That should be realistically should be doable. And then next week, when we have 5 days to get through it all, we'll have plenty of time to do to catch up with our do exploration as we catch up to our carrier, find whatever mining hotspot we're going to find. Maybe do a day. I want to do at least one episode per week of mining, just to kind of cleanse the palate and do something different, so that it's not just exploration every day. It gets kind of boring. It would be nice if we could do other activities as well, but once we get out into the deep black, there won't be many opportunities for things like trade and combat and anything like that. So, that is what that is. Okay. Spacing out for a second. It's because I'm looking at my webcam, and it seems like I turn the brightness of my light down, but it still seems like it's super bright. I don't know why. And it seemed like it was okay yesterday, but now the camera makes it just look like it's super, super bright. But I don't know. Maybe that looks good in the full screen version of this. Talking continuously is very difficult, especially for someone who doesn't really like to talk that much. But you can't run a channel without being able to talk, so it is what it is. Okay, I've got this here. Oh, okay. All the moons. I saw a circle that said something else, and I thought there was another one there, but I guess not. That's fine. We'll get to this guy here. Still no biology. No biology. Okay. We have a couple more chances, but I don't think we should hold our breath at this point. Sorry, wrong key. Let's start, we'll start heading towards our thing here, and then I'll stop again, and we'll try to see what that last little bit is. Okay, let's turn back around, and hopefully now we've cleared. Ended up being nothing. It was a high metal content world, though. It could have been a high metal. It could have been a stratum tectonicus first footfall kind of situation. That would have been nice. So let's see here. I want to double check and make sure of a couple of things before I do that. All right, cool. I know that made no sense to you. It's fine. It's some behind the scenes stuff. or we'll get there. We'll get there. I'm trying new things now that I'm doing this live streaming format, and I'm not confident that they work yet. So, like, dealing with Restream, dealing with this chat overlay thing, making sure that all the chats are coming into one spot so I can see them all and I don't miss anybody if they happen to say something. Like, I know it's not that big of a deal right now because, I don't really have much of a live audience, or I don't even think right now I have any of a live audience, but if it goes like my channel has gone so far, there'll be a slow increase in the number of people who choose to come and hang out while we play, and they're going to want to chat, and they're going to want to say something, and I'm looking forward to the point where I can test it, see that it actually works with other people typing into my chats and all that stuff, and then everything's fine. So if you're interested in watching, I have started doing a daily live stream Monday through Friday at 4 p.m. Typically going to have about 3 games that we play, depending on, what's going on at the time. Not necessarily wanting to stick with just gaming content, though. So if you're not interested in so much gaming content, if you have other suggestions of things, like, I don't know, if you're vibing with my personality or whatever, and you want to see some other content, maybe some React videos or whatever it is that the audio. Ooh, 4 biological signatures. We're gonna go check that out. Whatever it is that the audience wants within reason, we're gonna try to accommodate that. So we got a couple of we got 3 planets right here with 4 biological signatures on it. So we're definitely, are these high metal content planets? No, they're all rocky bodies. So even if they have some stratum tectonicus on it, it's not going to be the kind of tectonicus that we want. or even if they have some stratum on it, it's not going to be the kind of stratum that we want. It'll be the green poop looking one. So keep on moving. Oh. Okay. I didn't really want that to do that. So let me have a second here to. Did I? No, I think I had the bot turned on. Let me see here. Sorry, I don't want it to do that. Oh, okay, relay mode. Turn that off. Okay, hopefully it won't spam that anymore. I wasn't trying to make it do that. Okay. Yeah, I'm not sure why it was spamming it that way. That was that's annoying. I do want it to repeat every like 15 minutes or so, but we've only been on for 25, so we shouldn't have that many comments on it. Or yeah, we shouldn't have that many on there. Okay. Moving down here. Another water giant. That's not too cool. What is this? Okay. So we have a bunch of work to get done in this system because I think there were three different planets that had 4 biological signatures on it, and then we had another one that had like 2. We'll probably ignore that one because, you know, I think 3 in one system is plenty. But yeah. Yeah, come on. Geological and geological. All right, cool. Let's get ourselves aligned with this planet here. Get the Super Cruise overdrive going. Now, I've said it every time so far, but I'm still not quite sure. Oh, okay, so that was definitely waited too long. Definitely waited too long for that. So at 1,000, I can't really rely on a speed yet because I haven't figured out what the percentage of speed needs to be. And then I had a distance, like anything past 2,000 light seconds was just wait until you reach the 5. But with this ship, it slows down so aggressively, which is good. It slows down so aggressively that I haven't figured out what the new metric is for it, because you can actually get pretty close before you turn the Super Cruise overdrive off, and you actually get a really decent, you can get pretty close before you turn it off, is what I'm trying to say. So it saves you even more time because of how aggressive the deceleration is. I'll figure it out at some point, but for now, you just got to keep testing it until we get it. And if you know what that metric is, please be sure to put it in the chat or leave a comment or something. All right. So we are looking for 2 probes. We'll just do the 1 and the 2, and then we'll wait for the probes to hit. And then we can do some filtering to see what we have available. Bacteria, concha, tubus, and tussock. We will select the concha because it is the most rare of the options, and then ideally everything else will pop out around it. I want to make sure we're well on the light side, so I'm guessing maybe right here. Whoa. Maybe right here. You are gonna... the finickiness of this thing is just... The finickiness of landing, anyway, is just really annoying. But fortunately, I'm able to get this to go, so we'll get down here. I'm gonna go right towards this little edge here. I don't know if the YouTube or if whatever compression you're seeing from the stream and on the recordings and everything. I don't know how much that's gonna give you any kind of detail, but there's a nice little flat-looking spot right here. I'm heading towards. That's towards the edge, but not too close to the edge, because yeah, we need to be like. That's fine. All right. Anyway, I went one too far. Let's get down here and start seeing if we can find ourselves. We were looking for concha, I believe. little bit too aggressive there. Right, this is the concha we're looking for, though. Right, I'm gonna be super careful because we're really low on shields right now. I don't want to have a stupid moment where we end up. I mean, I know we're heading towards our carrier, so we'll be able to repair it anyway. But I'd rather just not damage it in the first place if at all possible. So, you know, one stupid moment's enough. The whole purpose of me having shields on my exploration build is because I don't want to have to repair my hull. So if we can avoid having that happen, that's the best way to go. All right. Up and away, up and away. 2 more to go. 2 more to go. I still find it funny that somebody thought I was clickbaiting when I did that title for that specific type of stuff, because you know what that looks like. And I made a title that said, hey, it kind of looks like that. And they were like, this is clickbait. Like, well, that's not my fault you didn't watch the video long enough to see what I was talking about. Stop being so impatient and watch. I really don't like this new norm we have where nobody wants to sit and watch anything for any longer than like 2 seconds. I want to create long form content, and I want to find a lot of people who are interested in watching that. You know, like there's no point in sitting down to watch something for 5 seconds. You're not getting anything out of that. Oh, there we go. Look at this. We never would have been able to land that way in the Phantom. I'm sad. I have to say, I am sad. I'm gonna miss my Phantom. It just, this ship is so much better that you just, I can't. I don't know if I can ever go back to it. We'll do a nostalgia going back to it every once in a while, but realistically, the Phantom is dead, and that sucks because it used to be my premium best. My best exploration ship. I have so many fond memories in that ship, but now it's like the maneuverability of this ship combined with the fact that it has just such awesome Super Cruise overdrive characteristics. It's like, I'm gonna assume that these are far enough away that I can actually do something with it. But yeah, that's the thing though. Like, we're able to land in spaces here. Yeah. I don't think I would have been able to land this. Like, we probably could have landed here, but the pinpointed or the exact spot that I needed would have been much smaller in the Phantom than what we're getting right now. So it's actually mildly depressing because, you know, I didn't really want this ship, but now it's one of those things where you kind of have to have it now. It's not an option. It's so much better in several different ways that you can't walk away from it now. It is what it is. It could have been a graceful eagle rather than a pregnant whatever this is. Okay, it was concha, there was some tussock, there was something else. We'll start heading towards the other colored area here because I'm pretty sure that everything else that we're going to be looking for is going to be in, ideally, the flatter areas that didn't have... The flatter areas that did not have dark color, that did not have dark coloring, so. I remember there was concha, there was tussock, there was bacteria. Had some graphical lag there that almost caused me to crash. And then I don't really know what else there was. It's just rocks. Oh, here we go. I like these because they're... Okay, enough with the... Okay, let me check my graphics settings because I don't... It should just be... Oh. Oh. How am I still in VR high? Sometimes I play in VR. Okay, hopefully that fixes whatever that was. That's annoying. As I continue to run into the ground and into the stuff there. Distractions. So I'm not going to say that I have ADD or ADHD or whatever, but it sure feels like it sometimes. I have the ability to like be hyper focused on things, but at the same time, okay. I'm really hoping I can get a new graphics card here soon. I have a feeling that's probably what this is. I think streaming and recording and playing games and all that stuff is probably right at the upper limit of what this machine can do. So I'm hoping that in the very near future, when you know, the Cyber Monday stuff comes out, maybe I'll be able to grab a new graphics card. And then I'll be able to do VR and all that other cool stuff that I've been wanting to do, and DCS and everything, and it'll actually look nice for me, and it'll perform well, and I'll be able to turn the settings up for you guys so that it'll look nice and not be ridiculous. And maybe we'll start playing it in VR in this game because it'll look really nice, and I won't have the issues that I have. I mean, realistically, the VR in this game is actually really good. This game looks pretty good in my VR headset, but at the same time, you know, it's still very pixelated because I can't turn the whatever that slider is that turns up the resolution in your headset. I can't turn that up very high at all. So I'm hoping, but then again, I'm not really sure how much my headset itself is limiting it, because I have the Pimax 5K or whatever, which is a pretty decent headset, but obviously, you know, it's still going to have somewhat of a screen door effect because it doesn't have the super tiny pixels that you would get from like a Pimax 8K or whatever, or Pimax Crystal or whatever the new one is. But realistically, I want to get the big screen Beyond. That's the headset I really want, because I am at the point now where I'm ready to prioritize comfort over the best possible visual clarity, and that headset looks way more comfortable than this big massive thing I have right now. So at some point, I'm hoping I can get a big screen Beyond. Then I'll really be doing stuff in VR a lot. All right, so we got that done. But I already forgot what that was. But let's try to grab some tussock. We'll grab our tussock here. I'm just gonna need to get 2 more of the. I'm just gonna flip around and go back the other way because we passed a bunch of tussock, and then there was bacteria there already too. So, and then, you know, we have two more planets that we could get here. But realistically, we might need to just make a beeline for the carrier, because I would like to get to the carrier before we finish doing stuff tomorrow. Let's see. I don't know if this is far enough, but we're going to try it. We are going to try it. It is. Sweet. All right, so we'll grab this sample, go a little further, grab one more. Hopefully we have enough time to grab this and the bacteria here, and we will have gotten all 4 biological samples on this one, which is honestly pretty amazing, because normally we don't have them all kind of close to each other like this, and we end up having to leave one behind because it's just, we'd have to go too far. We'd have to leave the atmosphere and come back down, and it ends up being a massive pain in the butt. But it seems like we're going to be able to go ahead and just do it this time. So I'm trying to blast my way through this to hopefully hurry up and get it in. So we just need this one, and then we have a bacterial sample that we need to grab. Is there a bacteria nearby here, or are we going to have to go fly to one? Might have to fly to one. Yeah, I don't see one here. It might be behind. Yeah, we'll just fly to one. That's fine. Go ahead and hop up and flip back around and see if we can find ourselves some bacteria. Come on. Okay, where did I see? I saw bacteria back over this way, I thought. Oh, there we go, right there. Okay. It's nice to be able to fly around and not have to worry about where I'm going to land. I feel like this thing has the footprint of a small ship when it comes to the landing gear. It might have the wingspan of an almost large ship, but it has the footprint of a small one. Okay. I'm trying to rapidly get this in. So I have an irrational need to finish these videos before we hit the 30-minute mark. So it's not. There's no reason for it other than that's just what I want. So I'm trying to hurry up and find everything we need. I don't see any more bacteria though. Oh, there we go, right there. Hopefully this is far enough away. Down we go. We got a minute and a half. Let's see if we can beat it. Probably not if I have to run all the way over here. Go, 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 go. Hurry up, hurry up, hurry up. Go, 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 go. All right, we just need to find one more. One more. One more. Load. Hurry up. I'm going to turn around again. Well, there's bacteria there. That's probably not far enough, but we're going to try. Let's see about grabbing this. So anyways, hopefully you guys had fun. Click the like button to spread the video out. Subscribe to help us reach 10,000 subscribers. Join as a member if you like early access videos, among other perks, or you can just leave YouTube's version of a tip with the thanks button. That does it for today's episode of Elite Dangerous. Even if this is too close, I'm going to go find it off camera, or at least off of the recording. Oh, nope, that'll do it. So thanks again for watching. Be sure to come back tomorrow for another episode if you're watching offline. And if you'd like to watch the stream, be sure to show up here at 4 p.m. tomorrow. See you then. All right. That does it for Elite Dangerous. I'm not sure if we're going to bother going after those other ones tomorrow, though, because, yeah. I'm not sure if we're going to bother going after those other ones tomorrow, because, it just... It takes a long time to do that stuff, and then we still have a bunch of jumps to get done after that. So, and then I'm gonna have to spend a couple of days. Well, yeah, I'm gonna have to spend a couple of days mining so that I can catch up with the fuel stuff there. So there's always that. Let me get. So we're gonna do DCS next. I'm gonna get my throttle out here. And I need to get the head tracking software up, so let's get that on and make sure that that's working. Let's see, we're going to launch DCS, and while we're waiting for that, we're going to test. All right, cool. So I've been having issues with my head tracking software because the head tracking software uses my webcam. I'm using that I-beam thing that tracks your eyes, and it's actually able to track where your eyes are pointing. It actually does a pretty decent job of it. But it's not happy when it has to share the camera with something else. So I dug out my old webcam, and I have it using that now. We'll see how well that goes. I don't know. We're going to find out. But let's get DCS started up. If you're interested in chatting, don't be afraid to type some stuff into the screen. It'll pop up there, and I'll see it. Everyone else will see it. I'm trying to create, part of the reason I'm doing a live streaming of my recordings is not, it's partially because I'm trying to just kind of like double my content output, because, you know, it's nice to be able to take your time and do, to have your time count for more than just one thing. You know, if you can multitask while you're doing something, that's always pretty nice. But it's also just making it so that, you know, hopefully people are a little bit more interested in, you know, the brand, you know, my brand, I guess, whatever you want to call it. So I'm trying to encourage everybody to chat so we can have some fun with that. We are now in here. Okay. All right. So yeah, I'm gonna bring the offline audience in and explain to them where we are with the campaign and everything like that. You guys will get that along the way. So let's go ahead and get started with that. Oh, we're gonna have to. I never did go back and figure out what this was. We'll talk about that too. So we're going to go ahead and continue on with our DCS F-18 Hornet Flight School campaign. The logo. Oh, I guess that. All right. So this is part of the process where you make mistakes and stupid things happen, because I forgot to switch back to I forgot to switch the game stuff over there. I will eventually get to the point where this is all muscle memory and I don't forget. But for now, this is how it goes for me. All right, let's try it again, and then we'll bring the offline audience in. So now we're going to go ahead and hop into DCS World and continue on with the flight school campaign that I've been working on. We did the cold start and practice mission in the last one. So I never did figure out how to fix to get this to actually successfully complete. I'll work on that later, but for now we're going to go ahead and skip that and move on to mission 2, which is the relocation flight mission. I do have my head tracking that should be working, but we'll see right now. I have it on a separate camera, So ideally, it won't be a problem unless the game just froze up on me, and then, you know, I don't know what I'm gonna do then. I'm hoping it's not a freeze. I'm hoping it's just there's just a graphical lag while it's loading. Okay, sometimes it does. Sometimes it does that. It's actually mildly annoying when it does, but there's nothing I can do about it. If it does that, it does that. I can't fix it. All right. So we're going to wait for this to load. Now, as we play through all of these, I'm actually going to do them in real time, unless I know that there's going to be a long stretch where there's nothing happening and there's no narrations or anything like that. So just be aware. This is going to take a little bit to get through, but you're going to get a complete run through. For most of these, I've already done full playthroughs of them, but I want to have one single playlist where we do one playthrough through the campaign and have that recorded for posterity. For those of you who are interested in purchasing this, I did reach out to the developers to see if I could figure out getting it put up on the web store. If that doesn't end up panning out, I'll figure out some way of posting it myself, and that's going to suck, but, you know, it is what it is.
Good evening. It's time to head over to Vatsiani. Go ahead and complete the cold start procedure we learned this morning.
Oh. I need to turn the head tracking back on, I would imagine. Yes. Can I? There we go.
The cold start checklist is included in your kneeboard documentation, along with the mission card for this flight, which can be accessed with the assigned key binds. All flights from this point forward will include kneeboard documents with any relevant information you need, so you can always refer to either the mission briefing or your kneeboard as references. Until we complete the navigation check ride, though, I'll include visual cues for the process so you can get used to the order of things.
Come on. I think you're supposed to wait for something for that, but I don't remember. Alright, so now I will zoom through this a little bit to get to the part where we can actually turn the displays on. Because, you know, nobody wants to sit here waiting for things to start up. It takes a while. Oh, I forgot that's what's going on. I forgot to actually put the throttles up. Can't really start without the throttles up, huh? Okay, checklist and the FCS page. Map turned off, stored heading. Left engine on, FCS reset, rudder trim, radar, FLIR, on the seat. Chaff, the ECM stuff, Tachyon turned on, ILS turned on, IFF on, data link, both data links. I'll go back after we're done with all of this and fix that, because it's a pretty minor thing that just needs to be fixed later. And even if I don't remember to fix it, it's not going to, I don't think it'll screw anybody up. They'll just have to look up that, hey, we need to fix that. Okay, we'll fast forward through the alignment process. Alright, that's that. Get this on the ground.
Awesome.
Alright.
Now that we're all ready to go, let's get our navigation set up. Using your preferred MDI, press the menu push button until you're on the support page, then press the HSI push button. On the right side, press the waypoint push button to activate waypoint navigation. Press the up arrow.
Okay, give me a second. Clearly my my pedals aren't plugged in or something. And for the live stream audience, I need to check this out because I'm not sure what's happening. I don't remember unplugging that, but what happened to my camera? What happened to my camera? Ugh. Why did my camera go away? This is super annoying. Okay. Why is my camera gone? Why is my camera? Oh. Oh, I don't have enough USB ports. USB ports. So I am confused. Oh, is this my... Okay. I was pulling out the wrong plugs, I guess. I don't have enough USB ports, so I have to like readjust things, and sometimes I forget where things are. So, okay. I probably have to reconfigure and remove the auto light control so that doesn't delay the camera. Okay. Apologies for those of you who may be watching right now. This is part of the process of learning how to do all of this stuff in the right way. I don't have enough USB ports. It makes things annoying. Let's see here. So I think my question now is, did I accidentally disconnect my other cameras? Yeah. I'm having a serious it's so annoying. Okay, I don't think I disabled my... This is so irritating. Too many things that just conflict with each other. This is why I just like to play in VR, because I don't have to deal with this. Okay, beam eye tracker, get that started. Hopefully that whatever the issue with that is will resolve itself as just restarting the software. Okay, come, just load. Okay. All right, it seems to be tracking now. So can I get my head tracking software going now? Okay, let's reset our thing there. Close that. Everything's looking around. Okay, let's bring the audience back. All right, I'm not sure.
Button to set waypoint 1. Then press the sequence 1 push button to activate the flight plan.
Like,
on the bottom left of the UFC, press the COM1 channel selector knob, then type in a frequency of 113.000 and press enter so you can monitor the frequency. Take your time while moving down the taxiway. Make small throttle adjustments to keep your aircraft moving, while also making left and right rudder adjustments to keep your aircraft centered on the taxiway centerline.
Alright. We're eventually getting this stuff going. I don't know what to say other than that sucked. Sorry about that. Okay, I really need for this, the tracking software to stop freaking out.
You're approaching the entrance to the active runway. Start slowing down using the brakes and follow the taxiway centerline as it curves toward the runway using the rudder controls. Bring the aircraft to a stop just before the runway threshold, marked by the horizontal white line. Come to a stop here. Double check that you've activated waypoint navigation on your HSI, that sequence 1 is activated, and that you've selected waypoint 1 as your active waypoint. The tower has already cleared us for takeoff, so look left and right down the runway to ensure that no aircraft are on the runway, as well as not on a final approach for landing. Then pull out onto the runway, turn to the right and try to place yourself right on the runway numbers, 07 in this case. We're ready for takeoff. Activate the brakes to hold the aircraft in position while advancing the throttle to full mill power. Once the aircraft's engines overcome the brakes and it begins moving forward, release the brakes and do your best to use the rudder to keep the aircraft centered on the runway centerline. At 80 knots, disable the nose wheel steering by using the appropriate keybind to reduce oversteering as we increase our speed. Assuming the takeoff trim has been set correctly, the aircraft will pitch up off the ground and begin climbing away from the runway. Once you confirm a positive rate of climb, raise the landing gear and flaps. Now that we're in the air, press the AP button on the UFC to display the autopilot menu, then press the CPL push button to activate the autopilot's course tracking function and verify that waypoint 2 is selected on the HSI. You can also have the aircraft automatically advance to the next waypoint once you reach it by pressing the auto button at the bottom right of the HSI. It won't box while the CPL function is on, so you'll have to switch that off for a moment to enable auto, or you can just manually advance waypoints with the up and down push buttons. Climb to an altitude of 10,000 feet, then activate the BALT push button to hold the aircraft at desired barometric altitude. Double check that your altimeter mode switch is set to baro. Maintain an airspeed of 350 knots and continue flying toward waypoint 2 and await further instruction. Once you're at 350 knots, you can set the auto throttle on the aircraft using the appropriate keybind, T, to keep it there.
And that's what we'll do. So let me get ourselves kind of leveled off 10,000 and get our speed at 350. So we'll get our autopilot set, our speed. I'm just gonna 365 is close enough. All right, we'll auto throttle that, and now we'll fast forward through this part until we get closer to our waypoint. And once we get there, once we get close, we'll get some narration and start moving on to the next thing. Feel like we should have gotten narration already.
About a third of the way to Vaziani, and it's time to start thinking about how we're going to get this bird safely on the ground. Fortunately, the Hornet includes a feature that makes this incredibly easy. The Hornet is designed to land on aircraft carriers, which requires an extremely robust landing gear due to the fact that the aircraft needs to plant itself onto the carrier deck in order to catch the arresting wire and stop before it plunges off the side into the ocean. Because of this, the standard landing procedure does not require the flare typical of landing most other aircraft, so the Hornet pretty much just flies straight into the ground to land safely, assuming you have the aircraft at the proper angle and speed.
To disappear after a while.
To ensure that the aircraft is at the correct angle and speed, a new indication will appear on the HUD called the E-bracket once the landing gear is lowered. As the name suggests, it's a large E-shaped icon that appears on the left side of the HUD when the aircraft is configured for landing. To get you familiarized with the proper use of the E-bracket, let's disable the BALT on the autopilot, slow down to less than 250 knots, then drop the landing gear and lower the flaps to full. Do your best to control the aircraft as the surfaces change, holding an altitude of about 10,000 feet and reducing your airspeed to about 170 knots. As the aircraft settles down, begin making small throttle and pitch trim adjustments to keep the speed at about 170 knots and the velocity vector aligned with the horizon indicator on the HUD. Once you're in the correct configuration and settled, press the I/P button at the top left of the UFC to signal me that you're ready for further instruction.
All Alright, so we'll slow down to 250. Landing gear and flaps down. We'll practice the thing he told us to practice. I'm going to cheat and let the autopilot keep me here, because why not?
Now that we're configured for landing, you should see the E-bracket on the HUD. The movement of the E-bracket is primarily controlled with the throttle, though the actual way it works is a bit more complicated than that. For now, let's just assume that more throttle moves the E-bracket up, and less throttle moves it down. The E-bracket is meant to be used in conjunction with the velocity vector to get your aircraft at the proper angle of attack for a landing. To do this, first start by ensuring that your velocity vector is on the horizon to prevent loss of altitude, then slowly pull back on the throttle to bring the E-bracket down toward the horizon. As you do so, start slowly adding small amounts of nose-up pitch trim to keep the velocity vector locked to the horizon. The idea is to keep the velocity vector as stationary as possible with trim and bring the E-bracket down to it with the throttle. Avoid using the stick to make pitch inputs, as we need to get the aircraft trimmed properly so it stays at the proper angle by itself, and the stick doesn't do that. Once the E-bracket comes down to the velocity vector, your aircraft is set to the proper angle of attack for landing. Ideally, you want the velocity vector lined up as closely as possible to the middle mark of the E-bracket, but as long as it's within the upper and lower bounds of the bracket, you're fine. Take some time to get used to this idea, because we'll be doing this again when we approach Vatsiani.
Alright, so we're just going to go ahead and fast forward through most of the rest of this now, because there's no reason. We're going to get to waypoint 3. That will line us up to the approach for Vatsiani, however it is you pronounce that. And then we'll get another narration teaching it or telling us to repeat that process, but now go down. So that's what we're going to do. Hop our way over to waypoint 3. Alright, should be getting the turn here pretty soon. Should be getting the narration here pretty soon. We'll fast forward just a little bit more to make this a little bit faster, just to cut out some of the dead time.
We're pretty close to Vatsiani now, and the autopilot should be turning the aircraft to the right to line up with the runway. Once the aircraft levels out, turn off the autopilot, reduce speed to less than 250 knots, then lower the landing gear and flaps. This time, though, allow the aircraft to begin a slow descent toward the runway. Once the aircraft settles down, adjust speed to about 130 knots. The speed is slower this time because we're actually landing. Once this is done, make small throttle and pitch trim adjustments to bring the E-bracket down to the velocity vector, then keep both placed on the end of the runway. Use the stick to make left or right adjustments to align yourself with the runway, but be sure not to make any pitch changes with it. Remember, when the E-bracket and velocity vector are paired, pitch is controlled with the throttle only. Resist the temptation to use the stick if the velocity vector slides up or down. Just add or remove throttle as required. Continue flying in this manner until the aircraft touches down on the runway.
So
as you get closer, place the velocity vector right on the runway numbers and prepare for a jolt.
The landing gear and flaps down and all that, get the trim set, and then we'll fast forward past all of that. So we'll speed break this a little bit because it's taking us a really long time for the speed to bleed off. Okay, almost there. Oh, forgot to bring it up. Alright, landing gear and flaps down. That'll get us to E-bracket. doesn't always turn off the way you think it should. Like, it's too finicky for me to slow it down. I'd like to speed. I'd like to speed things up a little bit, but there we go. Actually, you know, come down a little bit more because we're gonna slam on the ground if I try to land from this high up. All right, let's get the. I have to do the rest of this in real time because we're too close to the ground to be screwing with that. We're still way high. Low enough now that this angle of the angle of attack will be fine.
Touchdown. Use the brakes and speed brakes to slow the aircraft down until you can make a safe turn off the runway to one of the taxiway entrances to the left.
Okay, almost there.
Taxi over to parking spot 1. You can locate it by accessing the F10 map and referencing it to your current location.
It's over there somewhere.
Once there, execute the shutdown procedure. The lesson will be complete once the aircraft is parked in spot 1 and completely shut down.
Okay, almost there. This is one of those things where you can speed things up with the time compression. That helps out a little bit. Oh, a little bit of control there. Okay. Gotta go a little bit past where the light is, right at the edge of the light here, I think, is where the parking for this is. Yep. Bulldogs. Turn off the navigation, turn off the radar, turn off volumes and comms, turn off the tacking, canopy. These all turned off. I believe we're supposed to turn the engine off now. And left shift. Gets all of that turned off. And battery off.
Good job.
All right.
Let's go grab a beer at the O Club, then you should really get some rest. Training starts first thing in the morning.
Okay, so ideally we should be able to exit here, hit quit, we hit end a mission, and we should have mission 3. Okay. So I'm definitely having an issue here. What am I doing? Okay, I think I might know what the problem is. Do I have the scoring set up at 50? No, it's supposed to be 100. My min score is if mission score is lower than 50, then make it 50. If the flag equals, okay. So I think whatever min score thing I put in here to make sure that you didn't have any less. I think it's oh. Well, no, that shouldn't matter, right? Because there's no way for me to reorder it. Okay. I guess I have some testing to do before we can continue this. So, I'm not sure what's going on here. This should just make it so that if the mission score is lower than 50, make it 50. So that way you never have to worry about going back a mission. Then once you get flag 9999 set to being on, which the last step in all of this goes. So if you see, we did see this in the last one. If you see the last little message here, that means that this flag has been set to 1, and once that flag is set to 1, it should be doing that. So I don't know if I have to imagine this is a list of things to choose from, not one takes priority over the other, and especially once you set it to greater than 50, it should just be this should not work anymore. So I am not sure. I'm pretty sure this does, because this only the colors and stuff only matter if you're online. So I need to pick offline for all of these. Not sure why this is causing a problem. So I need to figure out a way to make sure. Maybe I just need to have a point. That means I just need to go through one of these and just make it set the score to 50. Yeah, I think. Well, no, there's no way for me to do that though. I'll have to go through and do some logic. I'm not going to waste your guys' time with that, though. I'm going to go ahead and end this episode. If you enjoyed that, be sure to click the like button, spread the video around, subscribe to help us reach 10,000 subscribers, join as a member for early access to videos, among other perks, or you can just leave YouTube's version of a tip with that thanks button. I also have a new link for a PayPal thing if you prefer to go that route. Check that down in the description below. So again, thank you for watching. Be sure to come back for the next episode. And if you would like to watch these live streams that I'm doing every day at 4 p.m. Pacific time, be sure to show up tomorrow for that. Thank you very much, and see you for the next one. Okay, so there's that. For live streaming purposes, though, I need a break. So I'm going to go ahead and take off for a minute. I will see you guys shortly. All right, next up is going to be Call of the Wild. Let me finish getting that set up. I had a little bit of a distraction there for a minute, but ideally we'll get it up. And there we go. All right. Shoot, turn off the studio mode, head over into that. There we go. Okay, we're going to do Emerald Coast today, so let's go ahead and bring the offline audience back into the mix and get this started. Here we are in Call of the Wild. We're going to be hopping into the Emerald Coast today. If you've been following the series, you know that we've decided to kind of do a full in-game day per reserve. That way we're staying in a reserve for a little bit, not just hopping around over and over again. It gets kind of disorienting to do it that way. So we finished up in the Yukon Valley in the last episode. Let's hop into the Emerald Coast, get that started. Let me double check and make sure that my camera is not doing craziness. It is not. Cool. That will work. Turn off some things that don't need to be on right now, because those are taking up resources that we don't need. Oh, and yeah, how about I get some things out of the way? I got super distracted just now by some stuff, so I didn't take care of some things I normally would. All right, cool. So, we'll go to sleep here in a second to get ourselves into the early mornings. We have a whole day to do that, but before we do that, let's go ahead, hop into the store here. Let's see. I mean, it goes all the way up to Class 9 animals, and we got the crocs here. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and grab our big game loadout, just to make sure we're nice and set up for what we need to do here. Let's see. 22 pistol. I'm just going to go ahead and buy that. Oh, as always, it's a tradition. I never remember to do these things. I got to get that done like that, because my mouse is offset because the game doesn't remember my resolution, and it just does what it does. Okay, 243, we're good. The 300, we're good. The 308, we are good. Handguns, we need the 454. We'll go ahead and buy some of that. And then I don't think we have the shotgun for this loadout, right? We got this pistol here. We got this pistol there, or this rifle there. Then we've got that pistol, that handgun, and the pistol. Yeah, so there's no shotgun on this one. Let's go ahead, go to sleep, and then we'll see what we have available for us in the morning. All right. So if you're curious to know what we have to get done for this, we need... I'm looking for that. There we go. We need to get a diamond banteng. We also need a diamond sandbar deer, and then pretty much, I mean, a lot of diamonds here. We actually have more diamonds on this map than we have for a lot of other maps, but we still have some other big things to get. So as we always have been, we're going to focus on kind of the two biggest animals that are available, which are going to be the banteng and the sandbar deer. And, you know, if we can grab some pigs and Java and Rusa and all that stuff, maybe I have a feeling we have a fallow deer. Let me see. Deer, fallow, deer, fallow, fallow. Where's my fallow deer? Oh, here we go. No, we don't. Okay, that is not a thing then. Never mind. So we need a fallow deer. We need a bunch of stuff. So yeah, that's what we're working on. It is early in the morning. We need to check out our maps here just to see if we have anything nearby that's going to be able to allow us to get something done. We are in the 6 to 10 block right now, so got a little bit...
These tracks, you can follow them, but don't forget to also look up and observe what's in front of you.
If we get a chance to go after some kangaroo, I'm certainly not going to turn that down. Let's head off in this direction. Because, what did it say? It said, yeah, 3 to 6. I mean, they're probably gone by now, but you never know. That's fine. We'll run off in this way a little bit just to see, and then if not, we'll check out the map and give it a try, and try to find something else. I just want to get over the little crap. Here they go. They're running. I was hoping I had a little bit more. I was hoping I had a little bit more leeway, but they're right on the other side of this here, and they're already starting to run. So. Unfortunately, let's see. Okay, here we go. What is going on? Is he like just really close to me or something? I didn't feel like he was. I don't feel like he's that close. Okay. I didn't really get a chance to look at the scores for that. The kangaroo, we need to be up in like the 500s for that though. So I don't think we ended up wasting any of those. 250. I kind of just want to see what we got there. So we'll see. Did any of them just drop? I feel like I unloaded in a bunch of them, so they should be somewhere right around here. Can't imagine they all ran off that far. All right, so here's one. Yeah, it's going to be disappointing if we ended up ruining a diamond trophy, but sometimes that's how it ends up working out. 375. We need to be in the 500 range, so nothing there. $379. Just want to see if there's any more blood trails running around. We already got feral goat. I'm good with that. Just want to see if there's any more blood trails. I don't. Is that's scat. All right, I think that might have been all we got. I think that might have been all of it. Yeah, I don't see any more blood. Well, we'll sick the dog on things for a second just to see if maybe he picks something up, but I doubt it. Yeah. Okay, let's check out the map then and see what else we have going on. We are still in the 6 to 10 time frame, so I gotta get the thing there. Hog deer from 6 to 9. Ooh, this will be a nice juicy little spot. What direction? Doesn't matter. This is gonna be our fastest thing here. So yeah, let's head over there. We got a nice juicy spot just lined up in premium there. So let's go do it. Okay. What do we have? Feral goat. We need like 210 or better. Not even gonna bring the audience back to that. Let's just continue on this way. Let's go ahead and take a look, though, just to make sure that we're not missing anything cool. And I'm far more interested in the need zone that we're going after, so let's start running off in that direction. Get my other chat back up, because I keep forgetting I have to have my Rumble chat off to the side. Let's see here. I want to test C. Testing. It does. Okay. Just making sure that my little overlay is actually still working, because I forget. I just started using that today, and I'm just not super confident that it works. So if you happen to be watching right now, type test or something to let me know that it actually works for you guys too, and not just me. We got 63, 72, 1. Ooh, might go ahead and take a shot at that. Nah, he's facing away from me. There's no. Those feral goats are super tough, so I don't want to. And we're kind of getting close to that. I don't really want to mess with it too much. So yeah. I do though want to fix. I do want to fix something on my thing there, because I don't want the thing to go away after 20 seconds, though. That seems... Let's go... yeah, 20 milliseconds is a... Yeah, so it'd be 20 seconds. Let's go with... We'll hold it up there for 2... We'll hold it up there for 2 minutes, right? Okay. Maybe that'll work. I don't know. Oh, I could have just adjusted the thing for that. Let's see here. Chat overlay. 240 milliseconds. Okay. So now, we minimize that, and we'll do test again. And then, hopefully, it will stay up there for 2 minutes. We'll see. Oh, no, 240... I don't know. I should have pulled up my calculator. I don't know how long 240 milliseconds would be. It would be 240 seconds, which would be... Ooh. It would be 240 seconds, which would be 60, 694, so 4 minutes, something like that. Okay. The wind's not terribly bad. Oh, look at this. All right, I got to bring my spreadsheet back up. For axis deer, we need a 220, basically a 220 or better. 133 there. Those aren't terrible, but they're not really what we're looking for. But at the same time, I'm like, we got a hog deer here. For the hog deer, we need a 110 or better. And I'm not seeing much in the way of that. So I think what we'll do, let's see, for the axis deer, we need a 3. Ooh, I'm pretty sure that this weapon here does 4 to 8. That means we're gonna have to use the pistol. Where did I see them? Oh, okay. Is this the same group? Did they just stop? Is this their eating zone here? 96, 145. Okay. So we got a bunch of hog or axis deer here, right? Oh no, these are the sandbar. Where's the ones that were moving? There were some axis deer. Where did I see them? They were over here. There they are. Okay. So, oh, that's a red deer. I have plenty of red deer. Oh. 228 for red deer. That's not even a diamond potential. It's a big one though. I think we might. I don't want to waste it though. He's nervous now. That's fine. We'll let him go. Because I'd rather hopefully try to get something better. I'd rather hopefully go after something that we need. Let's see here. All right, we'll go after this 145 because I'm not sure where the axis deer we saw went. I have a bad feeling that for whatever reason we didn't end up killing that. Where did our red deer go? The females are just hanging out. Oh, here he is. Okay. He is relatively far away. Let me get on the other side of this here. Huh. That did not go the way I thought it was going to. Did we not kill anything? I feel like... What's going on here? I am super confused. I have Discord links in my... I have Discord links in my description if you'd like to join that. Let's see here. Did I not hit anything? I know I did. I feel like I got a really good shot. Feral pig, we need to be in the... Just trying to clear that one off the board. Okay. Well, let's get the dog hunting then. I'll look around for a second and see if we can find it, but I feel like we should have had a pretty decent shot on that. Okay. So we got ourselves a nice blood shot there, but it's a very low bleed rate. I could have swore I was pretty zeroed, and I took my time on that shot. That really should have been, like, a solid lung shot. Or maybe I was confused about what species I was going after. Not gonna even bother with that. Yeah, this thing's taking forever to die. Okay. This is no good. It's taking this thing forever to die. Where are we going anyway? Yeah, we're going way far away from everything I wanted to do. Sandbar for 0.6. There's a hog deer from 0.4 to 7, though. And we're kind of at the end of that. May not be able to mess with it. Yeah, we got a really crappy shot on this guy. Did we at least kill the other one? Yeah, it looks like we got the red deer too, but again, it's another one of those ones where... Alright, we're gonna take our sweet time. Because we have an axis deer over here, we're gonna take our sweet time grabbing this guy. It's within 150 meters over there. Axis deer, we need basically a 220 or better. If we want to have a decent shot at it. An axis deer is a class 3 animal. That's weird because the pistol does 2 to 6. I'm confused as to why that was the case, but oh, whatever. I'm slightly confused by why that was improper ammo. So, okay. Inventory ammo for the 243, it does 2 to 6. That's what I thought. The 308 does 4 to 8, 7 to 9. I'm super confused. Alright, so I believe it said we had an axis, or we had some kind of a small, one of the smaller options calling over here, but now I don't see it. It was within 150 meters. Oh, the wind's not in our favor. I was too busy sneaking up on our kill over there. I wasn't paying attention to the wind. I guess we'll sneak ahead a little bit to see if maybe it hasn't spooked yet, but odds are that our smell caused it to run away. I don't see anything. That sucks. We'll run to the top of this hill, and if nothing ends up being there, we'll look for another hot spot to go to. Boo! Okay. Axis deer. Too far forward. Hit it in the bone. Boo! That's alright, though. We'll run it down and clear it off the board so that hopefully something better will spawn in its place. Ooh. Where is it? Yeah. Again, as always, it's right on the other side of a little hill or whatever. That's just... Yep. Right there. It's always on the other side of a hill. They never show up, especially the predators. They never show up right out in the open. They make it easy. Oh, but then of course I start running forward, and she just walks up over the hill. But come on. Oh, we got another sandbar. Let's see. Are there any males over there? No, it's all females. We'll leave those alone. I'm not particularly... Oh, here we go. Didn't even have to run very far. Let's pull out our pistol, just in the off chance that maybe the fox is somewhere I can see. An axis deer, a couple of axis deer over there. Unfortunately, wherever the fox went, could have gone off in any number of directions. I don't know. Well, we'll grab our deer here. Yeah, axis deer. It is a size 3. We did end up getting a pretty decent shot on it, but it was a little silver, so there's that. I don't know that we're going to have much opportunity. Yeah, forgot to bring the audience back. Sorry about that. We ended up grabbing that sandbar, the axis deer. Yeah, it was an axis deer. It just ended up being a little silver. We had a fox on the way, but unfortunately it got away, so that didn't turn out very well. That's all right. We need to... Well, let me grab this need zone here, and then we'll try to find somewhere else to go. Oh, sandbar need zone. 6 to 9. Let's see. We are still in the 6 to 9 / 6 to 10 time frame. There's a hog deer need zone right here that goes to 7. They're already moved on by something else. 10 to 14. We do need Banteng, but we got several hours before that's an option. Are any of these early morning Banteng? We don't really need crocs. I've already got a diamond croc. 4 to 7. I might want to go over here anyways, just because from 4 to 7, that means they're going to be moving somewhere, and maybe following their tracks, I'll be able to find whatever their next need zone is. So, yeah, I think I'm going to do that. Let's, we'll go to this one here. We'll fast travel. We'll walk over to that waypoint and see if maybe they lead me to whatever their next need zone is. That way, later on, we have a chance of finding them. I'm having a hard time remembering to unpause the videos because when I was doing this offline, the entire screen would go black, and it would make it very clear that, oh, you're not recording. Now I have to look down at a little button there, and it's not helpful. We got some Banteng over here. I'll go ahead and bring the audience back since there's a good chance we might be able to go after these. There's some Banteng over the hill here. And just like all of the bison species, you can usually run them down. So I'm actually going to pull the pistol out and get that ready, get the scope off of it, so that if we're lucky and we are able to catch up with them, we can take out a couple. So we got to find them first. I don't see anything yet. Got ourselves another need zone. That's good. Seems like they ran off to the left here, maybe. Don't see anything yet. Oh, there they are. So now just comes the laborious and long process of catching up with them and shooting them. 123. We need a 137 or better, so this guy ain't gonna do it, but we can clear him off the board. What was that? Some more Banteng fleeing over there. All right. Well, at least we'll follow this herd and try to track them down and clear off as many of them as we can. I don't see anybody over there though, so shot him too many times. That's fine. 114. He would have been a gold, but that's not gonna get us what we need as far as a diamond trophy. So let's keep running these guys down and see if maybe one of them ends up being what we need. Oh, I got one just sitting right here. Well, we're doing the same thing in this map that we were doing in the other one, just running down bison species with our hand cannon. So there's always that. I guess we just didn't really get a good shot on that. That's annoying. It's really hard to get a decent shot from behind, though. Oh, that's a... Oh, here we go. So, yeah. The crocodile doesn't like me very much. 85. So, I'm guessing we ran out of... I think the rest of them kind of just ran off. So let's, I mean, I guess realistically, if whatever this need zone was, they've run off at this point. Had to have. We were running within 100 meters of this and firing off our big hand cannon. So I have to imagine that whatever was here is now gone. So yeah. Are they running? They're running in that direction. All right, well, I'm going to go track these guys down then. Maybe we'll get lucky. Okay. Just got to keep on running. Follow, follow, follow. One of the great things about the human being's physique is that we have the ability to chase things down over a long distance because while we may not be super fast, we have a lot of endurance. So if I can wear them out... a mating call from a fox. Okay, we got a fox on the other side of the... Oh. Alright, what do we got? 94, 77. They're all females. Yeah, I don't see any males. So we're gonna like slowly make our way to the edge of this. We got a mating call from a fox down the hill on the other side of this here. So I'm going to walk to about here, and then we're going to start crouching. We're going to pull up our pistol so that if I happen to see it, we can just quickly find it, acquire it, take a shot. That's the idea. So hopefully, I mean, the wind's in our favor. Ideally, I slowed down fast enough that... I slowed down and crouched fast enough that... Oh, there it is. It's just a 10. So there should be... For the fox, we need a 14 or better, basically. Okay. That took care of him. Pull up our... Said there was a male over here. They're big enough that you should really be able to pretty easily see them, so I don't... It's annoying when it gets like this. $149. The terrain's gonna get me. I would have liked to... Kind of hoping I could just drop it into the lung there, but it didn't work out that way. Alright, well, let's go pick up our fox. Unfortunately, that means that the other fox that was over here ran off. That one was actually a higher score. That one was like 7 to 10 versus the, what, 4 to 7 that this one was. It's pretty frustrating, if I'm honest. It's one of the few times that going after the female would have been better. Okay, well, we got ourselves a nice double lung shot on that, though, so I can live with that. Oh, I got a fox fever. Fox fever. Okay. So, we got a red deer from 6 to 10. Fallow deer from 10, 6 to 10, 13. Unfortunately, 7 to 10 here. Okay, let's go over here and see if maybe we can grab ourselves a hog deer. Maybe finish out strong. Who knows? run over to the waypoint and do it. And do it. So I should be able to bring my thing back up now that it disappears after a few minutes. Oh wait, that's not what I'm looking for. I'm looking for this. Reply. Enable chat timers. Yes. Okay. Okay. Hopefully that works. La, 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 la. With any luck, we're about to go get ourselves a hog deer. Unfortunately, we have to use the pistol for that, so it is what it is. If you're wondering why we're stuck with the pistol here, it's because I tried to do a semi-realistic loadout that has just two long weapons, and then everything else is a pistol or something like that. So I think it's a little bit more realistic rather than carrying around 3 or 4 rifles. While that would be convenient, it's not really something that you would actually do in the real world unless you had a bunch of people with you. Or at least unless you had someone else with you to help you carry stuff. Okay, we'll crest this hill and see. Got some Banteng over here. I just want to see if any of them actually end up being anything decent. 86. What is it we need? We need like a 140 or better. I think this is that group of females that we were running after. I don't really want to spook anything in the area going after some females, so we'll leave them alone. Unfortunately, I have a bad feeling that they're going to go in the same direction that we're trying to go, so that means that they're probably going to spook. Oh, there's another one up there. 94. Still not particularly interesting, so we'll let the females go. I know they're scoring animals, but I don't want to spook the hog deer over here, even though them running through here is probably going to do that for me. But we're close enough now that maybe I can catch something. Oh, the scent is going to get me. So we're going to have to be quick about this if there's anything here. Because realistically, the scent. All right. I think we're kind of screwed right now, so I'm just gonna go ahead and start taking some of these bison out. Might as well get something done. So we just gotta wait for one of them to turn. Oh, they're over there. No, that's the way it usually goes for me. We'll just follow. We'll take it since they're right here. We might as well just go ahead and grab them. No sense in just get off the trees. Okay, yep, got her. Should have been a pretty decent vital hit. Just gotta keep running after them. On the off chance that there's actually a sandbar where I can see them. Oh. Of course, it's in the trees where I can't see anything. Means that the rest of those Banteng are going to get away. That's fine. None of them were really high scoring. Where'd I... Oh. Alright, well, I don't have a lure to go get this, so... Unfortunately, he's right there in the thing there, and I think all of our Banteng got away too, so... That's no bueno. We'll see if they slowed down enough for me to catch up with them, but I don't know. I'm not holding my breath on that. A mating call over there. So... 101 for an axis deer. It's actually pretty crappy, but it is what it is. What it is. Pretty crappy number there. I have to aim slightly high. Okay, cool. All right, so let me go grab that, and then that'll probably be it for today, because we're running out of time. Don't have a shotgun for that. Whatever. It is what it is. Just gonna run up here, find our blood trail. We definitely got a vital hit on it because after the first couple of seconds, the health was going down pretty fast. So I just gotta find it. Get the dog on the trail. I'm not 100% sure where I shot it. I kind of got disoriented when that stuff... Oh, there it is. Got a little bit disoriented when that stubble quail made a noise at me, but then I was like, I don't have a shotgun. Never mind. Oh. Like, what the heck? I heard flapping, but I couldn't tell what was going on. All right. So, we have our axis deer here. You know, 97. It's not terrible, but also not the best in the world. But that's going to go ahead and do it for today. Hopefully you guys had fun. Be sure to click the like button, subscribe to help us reach 10,000 subscribers. Join as a member if you'd like early access to videos, among other perks, or you can just leave YouTube's version of a tip with the thanks button. I have also included a new link for a PayPal donate or PayPal tip, whatever you want to call it. For those of you who just don't want to participate in any of the YouTube / whatever streaming service that you're watching. So again, thank you very much for watching. Be sure to come back for the next episode of Call of the Wild, and also my daily live stream at 4 p.m. Monday through Friday, 4 p.m. Pacific, sorry, Monday through Friday. Thanks for watching. See you for the next one. And for my live streaming audience, that's going to go ahead and do it for today as well. There doesn't appear to be anybody watching, so we're going to go ahead and take off. Be sure to come back tomorrow, as I just said. Try to come with some suggestions for things to do other than gaming, because you know, we're trying to do a variety content kind of thing here, and can't really get to that until we get people watching. So be sure to do that. Anyways, thanks again. Do all the things I said with the other people, and I will see you tomorrow. Or yeah, I will see you again tomorrow at 4 p.m. Pacific time. See you then.